Eagle Iron Sports, in association with possibly someday your company, proudly presents The Mickle Pod, a podcast show, and so much more. And now, buckle up. Get your podcorn ready. Adjust those depends. You have entered the Mickle Pod. Season 2, the first season, episode 28 episodes later. Manic Monday, check. Case of the Mondays, eject. Welcome into the Mickle Pod. It is December 5th, 2022. Chaos, complete disorder and confusion. Filibuster, act in an obstructive manner, especially by speaking at inordinate lengths. Those will probably come in handy later in the show, throughout the show, and as the show continues. Another 28 episodes for sure. 28 episodes later, and spoiler alert, it's not really the 28th episode. Go to themicklepod.com. No need for a vault code yet. I feel like I've been in a vault. It's been raining out here for 28 days. Feels like it. Must be 28 hours. 127 hours is that Franco movie. Today is Monday, December the 5th. 28 days later, it will be Monday, January 2nd. Observation of the new year. 28 days later is also first in the 28 Days film franchise. Not to be confused with that rom-com of the same name with Sandy Bullock, 28 Days. 28 Days Later was directed by Danny Boyle, who also directed Franco in 127 hours. 28 days later, 28 weeks later, 28 months later, I'll still be doing this show, and that is the highly anticipated third leg of the series. Remember the canyon in 127 hours? That was his arm. I'm just saying. That happened. Franco is a very method actor. You're going to need good core methods when playing pickleball. Annalie Whiplash Waters started developing hers way back when she was just 12 years old. She's 15 now. Recently named to the 2023 Forbes 30 Under 30. And you know what? I think this intro could probably jump right into Billboard's Top 30.
Dinking, smashing, third shot, dropping, got pickleball fever, and it's not stopping. It's Pickle and Mickle. Pickle and Mickle. Pickle and Mickle, alright.
Great to be on the court with you here on Pickle with Mickle, the fastest growing pickleball podcast segment that I know of. Support the movement. We belong in the Pickleverse. The rain has kept me off the court. I have mentioned Annalie Whiplash Waters here on this show many times. You'll have to go back while you can and hear my top player breakdowns. Let's think about this. Annalie is 15. Kat Parento is 27. Anna Bright, 22. So is Paris Todd. Ben Johns is 23. Riley Newman is 27. And Tyson Tara McGuffin is 31. I know. Pickleball is that old person sport. What are you doing talking about pickleball? Why do you play pickleball? Where will pickleball be in 2028? Think about that. My man Kyle, that pickleball guy, he was in action over the weekend in Mesa, and look for more from he and I coming soon. Pickleball chick, formerly known as Caitlin Kurt. See the Mickle Pod signal. I am looking for you. It is college hoop season. Let's get a little rivalry going right here in the Pickleverse on the Mickle Pod. She went to Duke. She played soccer at Duke, so yeah, she's a jock. She's a level 4 pickleballer to boot. If you know the pickleball chick, on the gram or Facebook, support the movement. Two great things need to come together. Coffee and pickleball chick. Pickle with Mickle. There has not been a better idea since the progressive, nationwide Heisman House in Fansville crossover. Support the movement. We can do this together. Support the movement on social, right on the gram, out there on Facebook. A crossover show for the ages. Crossing over your partner in pickleball is called poaching. Switching is helpful. Call it out. Get helpful tips from Pickleball Chick on Instagram. Also, that pickleball guy. Paddles up. Play some pickle. Play with the E3715. A great paddle to start with. It's lightweight, responsive, and looks incredible. Available now at EagleIronSports.com.
It's Pickle with Mickle. Pickle with Mickle. It's Pickle with Mickle. All right.
Warning. College football can be confusing, maddening, and downright enjoyable. Watch it caution. Come here to the Mickle Pod for your college football recaps and updates. Warning, this is college football and the NIL. Anything is possible. There will be a national championship game for the NIL and college football at SoFi Stadium on January 9th, 2023. That stadium is the most expensive stadium in the NFL, costing $4.9 billion to construct. Makes sense. They're having the game there, giving all the money around college football. There will be a playoff that determines the last two teams standing to claim that championship. Hang on. Let me turn that. Is that Saban still ranting? Speaking eloquently or filibustering? Nick, this was the year of the Warhawks, and that impressive 3-game stretch included Austin Peay. No, Nick, you're out this year. Finally, in 24-25, we will get 12 teams, 12-team playoff. This year, we still have 4. We all like the Final Four, which is just after the title game. The Frozen Four is good too. Hell, there are plenty of good fours. Pretty darn good one in Washington. Yes, the decision has been made to go to 12 teams. Interesting. When we get to 12 teams, that will be right around 28 years from when NCAA Football 98 was released by EA Sports. The game was awesome and has a little to do with the NLI today, or the NIL. Research it. I'm just trying not to say AA. I still remember playing NCAA 12, headset on, yelling and screaming with my pal Ben. Now he's a huge Michigan fan. The game series ended in 2013. Ben and I are still friends. EA has announced the beloved series will return, and well, latest estimates are now summer 24 might bleed into 25, right close to that 28-year mark we are looking for. Can't wait. You'll have to wait for that all to come back around and make sense. I know, kind of chaotic. Let's take a quick break and come right back. This time of year, you're having great food. You're thinking about, I might just want to get back into the gym, and you start thinking about resolutions. Hey, pump the brakes. Go see the exercise coach here in Gilbert. mention the Mickle Pod. You'll get 2 free sessions. That's right, 2 free sessions. The exercise coach in Gilbert is where I go to work out. And I am probably just like you. I'm way too busy. I really don't like going into the big gym. And I just really don't like to exercise. I certainly don't want to get hurt at my age. I'm fitty. Trust me, the folks at the exercise coach will take care of you. Call them 480-550-8383. Visit them at exercisecoach.com. Use promo code MicklePod. Exercise coach in Gilbert. What are you waiting for? Feel better. Heading into championship weekend, we wanted chaos. Friday night delivered. Heisman hopes and custom painted nails were crushed. Coach Kyle Whittingham and the Utes look better prepared, more disciplined, and it showed. My son kept commenting during the game, "Talent ball, Dad, talent ball. USC is loaded," and I gave him his $1 right at halftime. Interesting comment. Utah dominated USC. They are both out. Utah played for and won the Pac-12 championship. Pac-12 champs, congrats. Out of the playoff. Also on Friday, UTSA clobbered North Texas for the Conference USA Championship. The Roadrunners finish 11-2. 2 losses to top 25 ranked teams. That's strong scheduling. Conference USA champs, congrats. You were never in. Saturday, we needed chaos on the pitch. Got nothing there. We found it in Jerry World. The Frogs played another psychedelic, chaotic game Saturday morning. Max Duggan just hopping and tripping his way, getting the Frogs into overtime. And I think we will all have flashbacks to the cloudy TCU final play calls in that overtime. K-State played to win the Big 12. They did. Congrats, Big 12 champs K-State. No playoff for you. It's still sunny for the one-loss Frogs. Max can stretch out in the back of that caddy and get some rest and head to the playoff. TCU is in. Georgia is in. Number 1. SEC champs. They look like number 1. Georgia is in. Tulane washed over UCF in the fourth quarter and won the American Athletic Championship. Great win. Great season for Tulane. Congrats to the Green Wave AAC champs. Never a chance. The Trojans of Troy finish 11-2 and win the Sun Belt. Congrats, Sun Belt champs. The Maction was in full effect. Toledo Rockets passed Ohio. Congrats, MAC champs. Neither had a shot at the real title. Neither had a shot at the playoff. You know what needs a shot of something? That beard.
Guys, this winter, do for your beard what needs to be done. Beard up. Visit ValhallaBeardAndBody.net. Find the finest beard oils and waxes and balms. All natural. Handcrafted. Do your beard a favor. ValhallaBeardAndBody.net. Be a Viking.
The Power 5 finished title Saturday in prime time with the Big Green 10 or 12 and the ACC championships. I looked at my son at one point with an honest face, and I had to say, I'm going to have to wear a freaking Mace suit. Luckily for me, that point was halftime. Dabo told us loud and clear, Cade Klubnik is his guy. It's going to be his game. Where does DJ Ukulele end up next year? Certainly, he's not going NFL. And he can transfer. DJ Duck. Congrats to Michigan and Clemson. Big Ten and ACC champs. Michigan is in. Dabo's talking. Saban is still going on. Nick, you're out. Dabo, out. Wait, it is a 14 playoff. Georgia, Michigan, Trippy TCU, that's only 3. Yes, that committee has to rule. They were sitting there, they got that huge decision they had to make. What? I think Telemundo is running Saban right now on Channel 28. The number 3 and 4 teams in the playoff rankings lost their games. What is the committee going to do? Do they roll the 19-sided chaos die? We just had to wait until Sunday to find out. Open that envelope already. Sunday morning, the big reveal. Now I didn't even know I had a channel dubbed in French. Must be for the World Cup match, and that's Saban. Crying out loud, give the guy credit. Oh, here it is. Ohio State is in. Your big green 10 or 12 fantastic 4th. I just yawned. Flashback to 1998 and the week of my wedding. That NCAA 98 game was going to cause more chaos than even it knew. I loved that game. That game had a playoff component. Yep. You could set for bowl games or playoff. It was a 16-team playoff format. Flash forward through all the BCS and other sludge we've had to get through, and we just get to 12. 28 years and a 12-team playoff. The damn game had 16. It was perfect. Take a glance at the final top 25. Conference champs are in. Your committee votes in the rest. Seed them up, and let's go. 12 teams are good. 16 is better. It's time to take the gloves off. It's time for the NIL to follow the model where the money is. You can still play bowls. You can still have the great rivalries. One major college football league. 2 conferences. 16 teams in 4 divisions. Systematic playoffs. Cha-ching! And yes, there will be chaos. Swag just came to the dance. Primetime is in Boulder. The real chaos came at the rehearsal dinner when it was revealed that my brother and I had been up all night playing the game and sipping suds. He was 16. Georgia will play Ohio State. Michigan will play TCU. And the final 2 will tango for NIL college football supremacy. I have supreme hopes for that maize suit. 28-second break. NFL recap, baby. Sunday, NFL Sunday. The big college reveal over. It was time to get down to business. This is the NFL. A stinking draw. I watched Team USA draw its way into the round of 16. Congrats. I can wait the 28 plus months for their next try. This is the NFC East. This is smash mouth. This is playoff implications. This is a quick turnaround, in-your-face doubleheader for the Red Commanders. Did I mention playoffs? The Great Gano dropped it short at the end of overtime, and there you have it. A tie, a draw, not a win, not a loss. Here's a more fun fact for you. Want to talk turkey? That is the 3rd tie for each team in their storied histories. Credit the Redskins for 2 distinctions. They were still the Redskins when these happened. The franchise's second tie against the Bengals in 2016 was the first overtime game played at Wembley Stadium, and the first tie game outside of the United States. Oddly enough, that was the Bengals' third tie as franchise. Well, tie me a river. The G-men will shop for a kicker, wait for the Eagles to fly into town. Come to think of it, Heineke was sharp, getting the RCs down the field with precision, facing fourth and doom in the face, hitting Dotson on a, that's right, 28-yard strike to get into overtime. With a week to regroup and reassess, Coach Riveron can even address the fact that he's coached a team into the playoffs with a tie under his belt. The Eagles are legit. It hurts to say it. 11-1 MVP candidate. I think what Brown could do for Philly is order some E3715s for the receiving corps for Christmas. Them Cowboys. I think there must have been some trippy dust still around their world Sunday night. The Colts were trampled in the fourth quarter. Matt Ryan was just iced. And after some psychedelic celebrations, Dak and them Cowboys are 9-3. The NFC East is still stacked. The other East saw half play Thursday with the Bills extending. On Sunday, the Dolphins were pretty much crushed by the Niners D. They swim home 8-4. The Jets got white close in Minnesota. They stall at 7 wins. And I tell you what, I need Coach Saleh in a movie with Vin Diesel. The Jets better fuel up because it's on to Buffalo. The Vikings, well, stay atop the NFC North. It's getting a little cozy behind them. The Dolphins were in Santa Clara. One thing I could never stomach about Santa Carla is all the damn vampires. Now, the sorcerer head coach looked like he had the right spells and potions drawn up. It was 7-0 before you knew that die had 19 sides. Jimmy G leaves with a broken foot. Uh-oh. The jinx of Shanahan, the breaker of quarterbacks, continues. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, came in and tossed 2 relevant TDs, and Bosa and the Niners D finished the job. It's Purdy's job now. Niners staying ahead in the division with Geno in Seattle right behind him. Arizona hosts the Super Bowl this year. The Titans' loss to the Eagles doesn't matter in the AFC South. The Falcons' loss to Pittsburgh does matter in the NFC South, the division that somebody has to win. That's going to be a big game tonight for the NFC South. The Ravens' loss of Lamar Jackson is trouble. It just wasn't trouble against Denver. Drawing on his inner Ute, the Ravens' backup, Tyler Huntley, rised up, leading the final drive, getting the W 10-9. Great weekend for Utah. The Ravens are packing up. They're hitting the division road. By the time they get to Cincy, are they still going to be in or out? Cincy is 8-4. Joe Burrow is cool. The Bengals have won 4 in a row. And Burrow is now 3-0 against Mahomes. That has to mean something. Hey, Patrick, 3 bombs in the bath tonight, buddy. You're way up in the division. The power is out on Herbay and the Bolts. 2 card Adam specials, and that's 2 years in a row. The Bolts are sent packing by the Raiders. Wow, what a Monday. I might need a bath right now myself. I'm packing up this episode of the Mickle Pod. Don't worry. I'll be back next time right here with y'all for more.